you ever lost gambling at once?
$8 million.
Okay.
One day.
How long?
Like one day. Like probably like 40 hours.
Yeah.
40 hours straight. I lost like 8 million.
That's not
9 million.
That's not long.
I made myself stop gambling. Like I had Mike Rubin write a letter to every casino and ban me from the casino. You know what I mean? Because I just do shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't gamble no more.
Okay. And I didn't know that.
Young Thug just shook the internet to its core with a move nobody was expecting. Out of nowhere, he dropped what fans are calling straight-up receipts that supposedly expose Lil Baby's secret DL lifestyle. And the timing couldn't be more brutal. Baby's already been scrambling, ducking messy whispers about his private life, and now this bombshell drops right in the middle of the chaos. What's blowing people's minds is how the messages Thug posted don't look random at all. They line up too perfectly with the same shady accusations that's been floating around Baby for years. Suddenly, every rumor folks brushed off is crawling back out the grave, and people online are convinced Thug just gave the streets the confirmation they've been whispering about forever. This isn't just casual gossip anymore. It's a direct strike at Baby's whole reputation. Now the real question, why now? Why would Thug throw this out when Baby's already under the hottest spotlight of his career? Was this calculated, petty revenge, or a desperate distraction? Because once the internet grabs hold of dirt like this, it doesn't let go. Careers have crumbled over way less. But here's the wildest twist. By trying to out Baby, Thug might have just put the heat back on himself. Fans are already dragging up that interrogation room footage, reminding everybody that Thug's got his own skeletons rattling around. So while Baby's fighting to clear his name, the streets are side-eyeing Thug too, wondering if he's throwing stones from a glass house. Remember that leaked clip from 2023? The one that spread like wildfire? 2 full hours of young Thug getting grilled about the Lil Wayne tour bus shooting, and people were already side-eyeing it back then. Now, with Thug suddenly exposing Lil Baby, fans are saying this might not be about Baby at all. Some are whispering Thug's really just trying to deflect. Could the streets be looking at the real snitch right here? The drama's only just heating up, and this is starting to look less like receipts and more like a cutthroat chess match. Every move costing somebody their reputation. And then came the part that shook the whole internet. Thug allegedly dropped names in that interrogation room. One of the names? Pee Wee Roscoe. When that old footage resurfaced, people couldn't believe what they were hearing.
Drunk, you're gonna get another drunken hug tonight. I don't care what anyone says. You're getting a drunken hug. You too. You too. Drunken hugs are coming tonight. Mike. Yeah, Mike. I'm gonna come hug you right now. I'm coming to hug you. Big hug. Get everyone to love each other.
The same Thug who clowned Gunna for folding in the YSL Rico mess was now getting roasted for doing the exact same thing. The internet didn't waste a second. Memes flying, comments flooding, everybody dragging him for being a hypocrite. Fans pointed out that Thug had built his whole image around loyalty. Loyalty, only for an old video to catch him spilling in that interrogation chair. And now the streets are asking the real question. If Gunna got canceled for snitching, shouldn't that same energy be thrown at Thug too? Because let's keep it real. Sitting in a room for hours, talking circles about other people doesn't exactly scream solid. The more Thug tried to clear his name, the deeper the hole got. In a string of tweets, now wiped clean, he swore up and down that the video was out of context. He claimed he wasn't snitching at all, but standing up for his brother, Pee Wee Roscoe. In one post, he even wrote, "They didn't play my interrogation video in court because I helped my brother." Number ratware? But fans weren't buying it one bit. Half the internet accused him of twisting words, saying he betrayed the very loyalty he's always preached. The other half argued maybe people were just reading too deep into it. But either way, his image was going up in flames. And just when you thought it couldn't get messier, Thug dropped a bomb that nearly broke the internet, before deleting it just as fast. He fired off a tweet that read, "Since y'all want to call me a snitch, let's just air it all out. We all be taking Mad D in Atlanta. I'm talking all your favorite rappers be taking it. And they homeboys be giving it. Don't wear no skinnies around Baby if you not with it." That one post flipped the entire conversation upside down. Suddenly, Lil Baby's name was right in the mix. And fans swore Thug was dragging him into drama he never signed up for. The craziest part? People couldn't even agree on which Baby he meant. Birdman or Lil Baby. So the confusion only poured more gasoline on the fire. Fans swear they saw Lil Baby's camp scrambling behind the scenes trying to shut it all down. But instead of putting out fires, Thug just sparked a whole new scandal. One that's dragging way more rappers into the crossfire than anybody expected. At first, people didn't even know which Baby was catching these strays. Birdman, Lil Baby, Day Baby. The rap game got too many babies to count. But let's keep it real. All eyes locked straight onto Lil Baby. And the wild part? Thug wasn't even the first to hint at this. Once that messy tweet hit the timeline, the internet kicked the trapdoor wide open, and suddenly every little sign folks had brushed off over the years started looking way too suspicious. Then things went completely left. Old rumors started bubbling back up about Baby allegedly having a sugar daddy on the DL. Yeah, that's how deep the internet went with this. Some fans said it wasn't even shocking, claiming they'd been whispering for years that Baby was moving different. They even tied it to why things with Jada supposedly fell apart, saying she couldn't handle the embarrassment and dipped for her own peace of mind. And for her son's protection, heavy stuff. And just when you thought it couldn't get messier, here comes the billionaire angle. Baby's bond with Michael Rubin has had folks side-eyeing for a while now. On paper, it's just business, but the internet ain't buying that explanation.
You got your ass beat in tennis. You got your keep going. Count out loud.
That's the wrong time, nigga.
Count out loud.
30,
Huh?
4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 41, 42.
Keep going. Keep going.
7, 8, 9, 1, 2.
Keep going. Keep going. Don't cheat on your buddy hops. They suck. Your buddy hops suck.
Every time Baby and Rubin are spotted together, people swear there's more going on. Those infamous white party pictures, Baby and Rubin looking a little too cozy, tight hugs, hand placements that got the whole timeline screaming, "Sus!" This is the kind of scandal that makes rap fans stop mid-scroll like, hold up, what's really going on here? Even 50 Cent couldn't keep his mouth shut. He hopped online saying, "See? This why I don't go to no parties Puffy and them at. What the F going on here? Get the F off my young man. What the F?" And if 50's side-eyeing it, you know the culture is gonna eat this alive. Baby's reaction? It didn't cool nothing down. It just made things hotter. Instead of shutting the rumors down, Baby and Rubin popped out again. This time in a video laughing like it was all jokes, saying they were just gonna get drunk together and hug it out. But the kicker? That clip showed Rubin acting way too playful, brushing everything off like it was just drunk vibes. And right in the middle of that circus, none other than Meek Mill, standing in the background looking like he just walked into the messiest rumor storm of 2025. The internet went nuts, because whether it was planned or not, Baby and Rubin basically doubled down instead of creating distance. Fans instantly started saying, maybe Thug wasn't firing random shots after all. When that Baby and Rubin clip went viral, people were already buzzing, but once fans caught Meek chilling in the cut, the whole conversation flipped upside down. Suddenly, it wasn't just Baby and Rubin under the microscope. Now, Meek was getting dragged into the drama too, whether he liked it or not. At first, some folks thought it was just coincidence, like maybe Meek just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. But once the internet locks onto something like that, there's no going back. It's open season. And you already know how the internet moves. They turned into detectives overnight. Folks started dissecting every single frame of that clip like it was the Zapruder film. They slowed it down, zoomed in, broke down every facial twitch, and before long, entire Twitter threads were going viral, claiming Meek looked way too uncomfortable. Like he knew the vibes were off. One user tweeted, "Meek looked like he was watching his homies ruin their careers in real time." Another chimed in, "Nah, Meek done seen too much at them parties, that's why he always half in, half out. Man's probably traumatized." And just like that, Meek Mill became the unwilling third character in this wild hip-hop soap opera. But it didn't stop there. The internet being the internet, fans started pulling up old clips and receipts, connecting dots like crazy. They resurfaced footage of Meek and Rubin together over the years, pointing out how Rubin has always been tied to the Philly rap scene, from hosting those infamous all-white parties, to chilling courtside with rappers, to playing big bro with half the industry. Rubin's been in the mix heavy. And guess who was often right there beside him? Meek. Suddenly, timelines were filled with throwback photos of Meek and Rubin dapping it up at NBA games, hugging like brothers, even throwing up gang signs together. To fans, it looked less like coincidence and more like a long history. And that history was now being dragged under the microscope. Even the harmless vacation flicks from yachts started looking shady once fans put them under a new lens. By themselves, none of those pics screamed scandal. But in the current chaos, the internet wasn't giving Meek the benefit of the doubt. They twisted the narrative darker. If Rubin had a questionable bond with Lil Baby, did that mean Meek had been sailing on the same boat this whole time? And it didn't help that Meek's already got a history of being roasted for awkward moments online. Who could forget the infamous poolside photo, legs dangling in the water, glued to his phone, looking like a middle school kid on summer break? Or that viral belly flop clip when he tried to dive into a pool at a party and flopped so bad fans roasted him for weeks?
Get your chain back, come on and get your chain back, dirty. Get your chain back, come on and get your chain back, dirty. Get your chain back, come on and get your chain back, dirty. Get your chain back, come on and get your chain back. Jack Doherty, come on and get your...
The internet never forgets. And those old jokes came flying back instantly. Memes popped up of Meek's face from the Reuben Baby clip, captioned, "Not again, Meek." But beneath all the clowning, suspicions started brewing. Reddit threads lit up with so-called evidence claiming Meek knew about this DL culture in the industry all along. One post said, "Meek been moving funny ever since he got out. He knows the elites play different. Reuben got him in circles he can't escape." Others claimed it even explained his random beefs over the years, like his infamous online spat with Drake. Fans argued maybe those feuds weren't just about music at all, but a way to cover up his own entanglements by going extra hard at others. And then came the real kicker: guilt by association. Suddenly, Meek wasn't just a bystander in the Reuben Baby drama. He was being pulled straight into it. Some fans argued Meek should have cut ties with Reuben years ago, because Reuben ain't just any billionaire. He's plugged into high-powered business circles, political elites, and yes, those infamous wild parties. People remembered how Meek used to brag that Reuben was the one who pulled strings with governors, even helping him beat legal cases and secure a pardon. Back then, fans celebrated it like a victory. Big bro Reuben came through. But with these new rumors swirling, folks are saying maybe that help came with a price tag attached. One viral comment summed it up perfectly. "Reuben ain't moving like no regular billionaire. He moving like a sugar daddy to the culture, and Meek and Baby just pawns in his game." That line alone racked up over 50,000 likes in a single day. The internet ate it up, and suddenly Meek's loyalty to Reuben didn't look like friendship anymore. It looked like leverage. Meanwhile, Meek tried to keep it casual. Instead of directly addressing the chatter, he dropped a few cryptic tweets. First, "Y'all be making up anything, LOL, I'm chilling." Then another, "Focus on the music, not the memes." But the internet wasn't letting him slide. Every single post he made got flooded with comments like, "We seen the video, Meek. Blink twice if Reuben got dirt on you." The irony? Meek has always been one of the loudest voices on loyalty and authenticity in hip-hop. He roasted Tekashi 6ix9ine for being a rat, swore real street rappers should never work with him again. But now fans are spinning the block, asking how Meek can scream loyalty while staying tied to a billionaire everybody swears is moving funny. Fans wasted no time throwing Meek's own words right back at him. They pointed out the parallels. Just like Thug tried to out Baby but ended up buried under his own snitch allegations, Meek had clowned others for scandals only to find himself stuck in the middle of one. The hypocrisy angle was too juicy for the internet to ignore. And then came the cherry on top. Charlemagne the God from The Breakfast Club couldn't resist. On air, he joked, "If I'm Meek, I'm not standing in the background of any Reuben videos right now. Man already can't catch a break online. And now this." That soundbite went viral instantly, putting even more eyes on Meek's every move. But the most damaging blow didn't come from jokes, it came from the quiet. Fans remembered how Jay-Z once took Meek under his wing, bringing him into Roc Nation management. Now people were asking, why has Hov been so silent while his protege gets dragged through the mud? Did Jay know something? Was this why their relationship had cooled off in recent years? That's when conspiracy mode went into overdrive. Threads started tying it all back to Roc Nation's president, Desiree Perez, the former federal informant whose name always pops up in industry plant debates. Fans argued Reuben, Jay-Z, and Desiree were all part of a much bigger machine, pulling strings while rappers like Meek and Lil Baby were nothing more than pawns in their chess game. By this point, the conversation wasn't even about one messy clip anymore. It had spiraled into a full-blown internet investigation. Every handshake, every hug, every photo was being dissected like evidence in a courtroom. The culture was connecting dots that maybe weren't even there. But once that paranoia sets in, the streets don't let go. Every rumor turned into a giant conspiracy web, and right in the middle of it all stood Meek Mill, a rapper who never asked to be part of this saga but somehow became one of its biggest talking points. The fallout was vicious. Some fans openly clowned him, calling him Reuben's sidekick, while others defended him, insisting he just got caught in the crossfire. But it didn't matter. His name was trending side by side with Lil Baby and Young Thug. Not for music, not for success, but for scandal and speculation. And in today's culture, that kind of stain can stick forever. The question hanging heavy was, would Meek step up and address these allegations head on, or keep brushing them off like it was nothing? Because the longer he stayed silent, the more fans took it as confirmation. Meanwhile, Thug was still firing shots online. Lil Baby's camp was scrambling to do damage control, and Ruben acting completely unbothered, like he was untouchable. Meek's role in the drama just kept growing whether he liked it or not. The streets decided he wasn't just a bystander in that viral clip, he was part of the mess. And in 2025, that might be the hardest rumor cloud to escape.
I hear that you say that you don't have any tattoos at all?
Nope.
So what's the reason why you made sure in a world of tattoos, you don't have any?
Being younger, like, I don't want no tattoo. I know I'm gonna have something to do when I get older.
Yes, sir.
With my money, and I don't want to be like a thug. Like, even though, like, I'm almost a thug,
Right.
I was a thug.
Yeah.
I don't want to be no thug. You feel? I don't want people to look at me like I'm a thug.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That ain't what I want. People with tattoos, and to me, you look like a thug.
Damn.
Only time I can see me getting a tattoo, like, it gotta be real sentimental to me. Like,
Then the internet dug up another old video, Lil Baby doing a bunny hop on command at one of Ruben's parties. Fans dragged it all over again with comments like, "Tell Michael to get off his legs!" The timing couldn't have been worse. Instead of cooling things down, it poured gasoline on a scandal already spiraling way out of control. Now, I'm not even gonna go too deep into Meek Mill's side of this circus, because trust me, those DL Sugar Baby rumors about him have been floating for years. Even whispers about ties to Diddy keep circling back. The bigger point is this: Meek already went through the same humiliating cycle Lil Baby's getting dragged through right now. And that's what fans keep pointing out. If Meek wasn't already used to this so-called ritual culture, would he really have been laughing along so comfortably in that Ruben clip? That's where things turn even darker. People online swear humiliation rituals in the industry ain't even secret anymore. The way certain powerful names keep forcing rappers into bizarre situations only makes it look worse. Then Baby himself poured gasoline on the fire. In his interview with Lil Yachty, he straight up admitted he didn't even want those pictures with Ruben out in the first place. He confessed he made Ruben delete footage from that day off his own security system. And of course, that had fans asking the obvious. What was on those tapes that Baby was so desperate to hide? Because if it was harmless, why the panic? From there, the sugar daddy allegations against Ruben exploded all over again. Fans pointed straight to Baby's own words as proof. According to industry whispers, Baby once admitted Ruben had the power to control his spending. One rumor claimed Baby lost over $8 million gambling in just 2 days. And when Ruben found out, he allegedly called up casinos personally to have Baby banned. The internet ran with it, painting Ruben not as a big bro, but as a man pulling every string behind Baby's career and lifestyle. On the surface, it all looked like a billionaire mentor just looking out for his young protege. But in hindsight, fans said it felt way more like straight-up control. Like Ruben was pulling strings behind the curtain, dictating Baby's lifestyle like a parent. Or something even worse. Then came the tattoos. For years, Lil Baby swore he'd never get ink. He said he wanted to stay clean so he could move through different circles without being stereotyped. He made it clear he didn't want that thug label attached to him in certain industries. So when he suddenly popped out covered in new pieces, fans were floored. One tattoo read, "90s Baby" across his thigh. Another on his lower leg spelled CBFW. Nobody knew what it meant. It looked random, rushed, and totally against everything he had been saying for years. But it didn't stop there. Right before that, another viral photo dropped. Lil Baby, rocking a pink crop top with tiny shorts that looked straight off a women's rack. At first, fans thought it had to be AI. But once it was confirmed real, the internet exploded. To a lot of people, it looked less like a fashion choice and more like he was sacrificing his own dignity for money, access, and connections. Like he was playing into a much bigger plan designed to humiliate him publicly. And the internet wasn't done digging. They dragged James Harden into the mess. Fans brought up their close bond and that infamous 2020 birthday gift. Designer bags, a Prada backpack stuffed with honey buns, and a box holding $100,000 cash. At the time, it seemed funny and over the top. But now, people are looking back at that moment sideways, wondering if that friendship came with deeper strings attached. Piece by piece, the puzzle was starting to look less like coincidence and more like a ritual humiliation blueprint the industry keeps running on its biggest stars. The narrative online was no longer just about Lil Baby being messy or Ruben being too involved. It was starting to morph into something much darker. A story about powerful figures allegedly putting rappers in compromising positions, running them through humiliation rituals, and keeping them dependent in ways that felt less like brotherhood and more like control. With every resurfaced clip, photo, and rumor, fans swore the bigger picture was finally coming into focus. Maybe Baby wasn't just unlucky. Maybe he was caught up in a system way larger than him. And when people started revisiting Lil Baby's bond with James Harden, things got even messier. At first, their friendship looked like pure brotherhood. Two stars from totally different worlds linking up, showing love, and flexing together. But under the microscope of all these new allegations, fans started rewatching those moments with suspicion. Was it really just basketball and rap, or was there more to the story? The infamous 2020 birthday gift became Exhibit A all over again. Harden showered Baby with a Prada backpack stuffed with honey buns, a six-figure Richard Mille watch, and $100,000 cash in a box. Back then, people laughed it off, saying Harden was just extra generous. But in hindsight, critics said it looked a lot more like the kind of gifts a benefactor gives when they're trying to keep someone close and dependent. Paired with all the Ruben allegations, Harden's move suddenly looked suspicious instead of friendly. And the wildest twist? Lil Baby himself leaned into the moment later, even rapping about those gifts, joking that his boy really came through. But to fans now, that line hit way different. It sounded less like a joke and more like a quiet confirmation of how deep this rabbit hole goes. That only kept speculation alive. Because seriously, what other rapper gets showered like that by an NBA star? Fans argued it wasn't just about money. It was about image. Harden spoiling Baby with wild, flashy gifts right as his rap career was skyrocketing felt like a public stamp of approval.
Give me a Prada bag because he proud of me. Full of honey buns. With a honey bun. You know what I'm saying? Man, think they got serious, man. You hear me, man? I'm on the ground with a honey bun and a honey bun. You got two Richie, man? Two Richie one day, man.
And he proud of you. So
hey, he brought me a Prada bag because he proud of me, man. You feel me?
Prada bag because he proud of you. Yeah.
Honey bun. They gonna have to catch up tomorrow. They gonna have to catch up tomorrow. They gonna have to catch up tomorrow. But they gonna try to try. They right, y'all.
You deserve it. Come on. You deserve it. Come on.
You know, I like getting that paper. Hey, nobody move me.
But now, people are asking if it was also a sign of something darker, dependency. And Harden himself didn't make things any better with his own questionable moves. Remember Paris 2021? Harden and Baby were arrested together. Harden stopped by police for allegedly smelling like weed, while Baby was actually detained for possession. The pictures of them side by side, handcuffed in a foreign country, went viral. And in hindsight, fans spun it right back into the current drama. See? These two always end up in some shady situation together. Then came the body language breakdowns. Internet detectives dug up old clips of Harden and Baby at clubs, hugging, whispering, leaning close, and slowed them down frame by frame. One viral video showed Harden resting on Baby's shoulder while music blasted in the background. Captions read, "This ain't just bro love." Whether it was true or not didn't even matter. The rumor mill had its fresh batch of fuel. Now Harden's name is being tied straight into the same messy network of suspicion as Ruben. Fans are pointing out how the three of them, Harden, Ruben, and Lil Baby, keep popping up together in the most questionable places at the worst possible times. And with Thug and Meek already tangled in the mess, the internet is screaming that this isn't just coincidence. It's a whole tangled web of power, money, and humiliation playing out in real time. Ruben and Baby started looking inseparable. Parties, courtside games, exclusive events, you name it, they were side by side. And when fans connected all those dots, the picture stopped looking like pure friendship. Instead, it looked like a triangle of influence. Baby in the middle, Ruben pulling the strings, and Harden playing the flashy wingman. Suddenly, the story wasn't just about Lil Baby's choices anymore. It was about the entire circle orbiting around him. And in hip-hop culture, where loyalty, masculinity, and image mean everything, Harden's role wasn't just a side note. It became another explosive layer in a scandal growing bigger by the day. Who could forget the moment Harden pulled up with a duffel bag full of cash, iced out watches, and the wildest flex of all, a Prada bag literally stuffed with honey buns. At first, fans joked it off as Harden clowning around with his boy. But the laughter didn't last long, because drama came swinging right after. During Paris Fashion Week, things went sideways fast. French police stopped the van Harden and Baby were riding in, and let's just say, they weren't exactly traveling light. Harden walked free, but Baby? He got slapped with possession charges and was photographed being led away in cuffs. The images went viral in minutes, splashed across every gossip blog and meme page imaginable. But believe it or not, that arrest wasn't even the wildest part. Not long after, a grainy video leaked online, allegedly showing a man who looked an awful lot like Lil Baby in a compromising position with another man. And here's the kicker. Whether it was real or not didn't even matter. The internet doesn't wait for proof. The clip spread like wildfire, and Baby's name was cemented at the center of one of the messiest scandals hip-hop has ever seen. The internet went crazy. That leaked clip spread like wildfire until Lil Baby had no choice but to clap back publicly. He hopped on Twitter and wrote, "Y'all better stop using my name and likeness when y'all get bored. The extreme people go for clout is sick. There's no mystery in my history on any level." This my last time addressing this dumb clickbait. But his denial didn't shut anything down. If anything, it made people dig deeper. And then came the bombshell that left jaws on the floor. A woman popped up on a podcast claiming she had hooked up with Lil Baby, and not only that, but she said he actually paid her to eat his groceries. Yeah, she really said it. According to her, Baby hit her up while in Miami, and she agreed to link. She claimed the first time they met, he kept touching her in ways that made her feel like he was trying to figure out if she was trans or not. Then they hooked up, and she swore they kept seeing each other after. But by the third time, things took a wild turn. She claimed Baby flat out asked her to eat his groceries, and she did. And she didn't stop there. She told the host Baby seemed way too comfortable with it, allegedly shaved down there and moving like he'd had plenty of practice. The final twist? She claimed he paid her $40,000 for it. $40,000! The internet exploded. Memes flooded timelines, people quoting Jhené Aiko's famous line, "Gotta eat the booty like groceries," and dragging Baby into every punchline imaginable. Twitter threads, TikTok skits, and IG reels had him trending nonstop. And through it all, Young Thug's name kept coming back around. Fans pointed out this wasn't just random shade anymore. Thug had cracked open a door that insiders claimed had been whispered about behind the scenes for years. Now, with receipts, rumors, and wild accusations stacking up, Baby's image wasn't just dented, it was under full-on assault. And with all these claims stacking higher by the day, the internet's asking the question nobody wants to face, can Lil Baby's image ever recover? Because let's be real, this isn't just another messy rumor flying around the blogs. If Thug's so-called receipts are real, then this whole saga ain't about petty beef anymore. It's about the politics of Atlanta's rap game, the backroom secrets that only insiders whisper about, and the powerful names that might be next in line to get exposed. So what happens now? Is Lil Baby's career strong enough to weather this storm? Or will Young Thug's shots end up dragging down an even bigger circle of rappers and industry players? And maybe the wildest question of all, who else has been caught up in these groceries behind-the-scenes scandals that fans swear the elites use to keep their stars in check? This story is far from over, and the internet's not letting go anytime soon. Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button, subscribe for more messy drama, and I'll see you all in the next video.